Yes. It's Steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So,
because you know what today is? Today is Wednesday. So anything can happen there.
that's right, it's anything can happen day. And on this day I basically sit down and anything that pops up into my head, that's what I will do. Now, the last video I'm going to do for today, because this will actually make number 4, not including my Wellness Wednesday update, is going to be who you waited to see, and that is EXO. Been getting an overwhelming response to EXO, and so I decided to do the last song that I could see that came out like 10 months ago, and that is called Don't Fight the Feeling. So I'm going to do that one. Now, I've been pleasantly surprised with EXO as well as with the response I've been getting from EXO. I was surprised because normally, I get a little bit here and there, whether I'm doing, BTS now, I'm back into like the 20s and 30s per view on those, maybe sometimes higher. And then on some of the female K-pops, I'm getting up there, in the 60s on some of those. And so EXO, not only am I getting a lot of views for EXO, but I'm getting a lot of fandom responses to certain things that I say within the video. Now I'm going to still keep it real, because that's within the title, still keeping it real, about how I feel about the songs after first listening to the song. Now of course, I'm not an expert on EXO. I'm not an expert on any one of these. However, if I know about any K-pop group, it's BTS, because I'm working their albums and their songs in chronological order, and I've gone all the way back to the beginning. So I know about that. But I still wouldn't call myself an expert, because I still get their names wrong, because when I do the songs, because I'm not as young as I once was, where I would actually follow a group and listen to like Prince and Michael Jackson and even Madonna back in the day, and there were a couple Genesis and Phil Collins, Hall & Notes. There are certain ones where yes, I could consider myself an expert of those people, because that I was there when the song was released, and here it is, decades later, and I'm here, and now you have some of these millennials just now hearing these songs for the first time. So yes, I would be an expert when it comes to the sense of like, late 70s, 80s, early 90s music. But I'm not going to get into them like I was, because I'm too old to have a poster of, Jimin on my wall. Although I like Jimin. You know what? I do like Jimin, but I'm too old to have a poster of Jimin on my wall. Or any one of these people. It just wouldn't fit my age. And not that, age is really the big thing, but it just we don't, I don't have posters anymore. I do things like this, where I frame them, or put them, but not posters hanging up on my wall. So I just tell people, like, I understand that you're serious about your groups and things like that. Well, that's fine to be serious, but you don't have to get defensive. You really don't. Because like I said, I'm reacting to the song after I've heard it for the first time and give you my response. I'm not pausing the video or anything like that, because I feel that takes away from the experience if you pause the song after 25 seconds and then talk about it. Like, who does that? I mean, a lot of people do that, but you don't do that when you listen to a song normally. You don't sit there and in the car with somebody and play a Jay-Z song and go pause like, oh, did you hear what he just said? Yeah, and talk about it for like 5 minutes, and they go like, okay, listen to the rest of the song, and then set 30 more seconds. Nobody really does that in life, but they do it on YouTube. So it's just not natural for me to do stuff like that. Maybe if I want to actually get paid for the channel, which eventually I will, maybe I'll figure out a way to how to do that. But right now, I'm in no hurry. I really am in no hurry, because you really don't start making money until you have way more subscribers than I have right now. So that's all I have to say about that. So the song is called Don't Fight the Feeling. Like I said, it was released 10 months ago. If you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into EXO and Don't Fight the Feeling.
And here we go.
불빛의 모든 것이 드러났을 때 외로운 서킷 위로 시작된 주행 모든 걸 잃어봐야 해 You must admit it 그래야 진짜 리얼한 자유를 얻지 댓글쯤은 날려 난 좀 달라서 그거 하나 믿어 yeah 제멋에 취한 채 그럼 좀 어때 다 해도 돼 넌 yeah 겁없는 네가 보고 싶다 바닥부터 올라가 너잖아 뭘 참고만 있어 네 젊은 오만함 지금 할 수 있는 미친 짓 Don't fight the feeling 없는 대로 가 babe Don't fight the feeling 너를 멈추지도 마 Don't fight the feeling yeah Don't fight the feeling yeah Don't fight No place, no town that we can go 항상 why not 부딪혀봐 지금 느낀 그게 정답이야 Cause I feel like I'm falling up baby 매일 밤 죽어도 아침이면 숨쉬어 누가 상상이나 해 완고한 이성에 휩쓸리면 안돼 강한 위를 질주해 Oh baby
Ayo 24/7 all day Gonna be okay 느낌대로 가던 대로 Shorty better turn it up You got the love it the juice Follow 나의 길을 whoa Baby I can be your healing Tell me where you find the feeling
삶에 단 한 번 진짜를 걸고 있어 난 진심뿐인 걸 아는 날
Just one in a million 나의 길을 원해서 그 순간 나를 낮게 놨던 You and I Don't fight the feeling 없는 대로 가 babe Don't fight the feeling 너를 멈추지도 마 Don't fight the feeling yeah Don't fight the feeling yeah Don't fight yeah 생각이 말해봐 그냥 단순한 걸 원해 새벽처럼 달려 겁없이 저질러 지금 이 느낌 난 믿을 거야 Don't fight the feeling 없는 대로 가 babe Don't fight the feeling 너를 멈추지도 마 Don't fight the feeling yeah Don't fight the feeling yeah Don't fight Don't fight the feeling Don't fight the feeling yeah Don't fight the feeling yeah Don't fight the feeling
Okay, so that was Don't Don't Fight the Feeling, which sounded a lot like Justin Timberlake's Can't Fight the Feeling, got this feeling in my you know, it sounded a lot like that in a lot of spots. So then when you listen to the other song as well as this one, it sounded like it had some kind of anchor in like late 70s, early 80s type of music here in the West. And basically it was like, don't fight who you are, just be who you are. Basically was what the gist I got from that song. And they looked really normal in this video. Now, I'm sure there's a time period where they all start to mature, and I've been told that EXO's been around longer than BTS, so that's one thing. And then there's that time frame where they all look like Japanese anime characters, you know, with the different color hair and things like that. And only one of them had really different color hair, and it was kind of like it was like a bluish gray that was in it. But as far as their faces and things like that, they just look normal, you know, not outright a lot of makeup, which is, you know, almost unheard of when it comes to, you know, K-pop artists of not having, you know, a lot of makeup on. I mean, you see the pictures that they show of like someone with their makeup and then without their makeup, and it's almost like you don't even recognize them. But it is what it is. But it was an upbeat, happy song. You could tell even after the video was over and the credits, it looked like they were having lots of fun in doing so. Somebody put a lot of money into this, and they did a lot of green screen on this as well. I'm not mad at it. Green screen opens up a lot of avenues into how your video is actually going to look and feel. And I'm never going to begrudge somebody, you know, who, you know, if somebody wants to spend like $1,000 on a music video, and if somebody wants to spend, you know, 10 million on a video, of course there's going to be quality issues from one to the other, but they could be almost just as good or just have just as much of an impact without having to spend a lot of money. And I'm not going to begrudge them. You know, some of the things that, you know, you can do now that might only cost like $1 million, $2 million would have cost like $10 million back in the day, or Michael Jackson type prices when he did like Thriller and almost any other video that he did after that. That the price was astronomical to do a video because he wasn't doing videos. He was doing films that had music in it. Is basically what he was doing, little short films. So. And then it says something about XOL. So somebody let me know down in it, was this only XOL and just under the moniker of EXO, or was this EXO and they're just doing a shout out to also XOL? You know, because I know, like at one time I saw that there was like 10 members, and then somebody's like, well, it went down to 9. Well, this one, I think there was only like 5, maybe 6 in there. So there's at least 3 or 4 members missing if their total is 9. So let me know, because I know it's confusing for somebody like me who's a layperson, and this actually would be the 4th EXO song that I've done. And so I would really like to know so I can keep everything straight. If you are still here, I thank you for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. And then after that, to help me out with the channel, all you need to do is like, subscribe, share,